near the start of my business journey, I 7x'd my income in just 30 days. It was such a big shift. I went from my biggest month ever being a 1K month to a 7K month 30 days later. And I'm going to walk you through just the few shifts I did to actually make this happen, because there were only a few things I changed. And I can tell you exactly, looking back now, what it was that took me from those small months to a really big month so quickly as well. This was in July 2021, and as I said, I went from 1K being my biggest month ever. That was the most I'd ever made in a month in business, to 30 days later having a 7K month, and then the very next month was a 9.6K month. So such a big jump so quickly as well, and maintaining this as well. This is exactly what I did. These are the shifts that I made to actually go from, 1K months to 7K, 9.6K months, and literally 7x my income within just 30 days in my business. The first thing I did was I actually started selling the transformation, not just one-to-one coaching, not just the actual container program itself. And this is such a big shift and so important for anyone selling any program. No one actually cares about the container. No one cares about one-to-one coaching, and no one wants the one-to-one coaching. No one wants to work with you one-to-one. So the more you talk about specifically, just come and join one-to-one, work with me one-to-one, no one cares. And that sounds really harsh, but bear with me. It is just the result that they want. They only want the result. They don't care about the container and the way in which they get this result. For example, when you're buying a car, you don't actually care about this block of metal and materials. You don't care about that whatsoever. You care that it's a thing that can get you from A to B, that it's a thing that can get you to places, that it can drive you to work, etc. That's all that you actually care about. So stop just selling one-to-one coaching. Stop just saying, come and join this course, or it's a 6-week program and it's got this many calls. No one cares about that. The thing that you actually need to sell them on, the thing that you actually need to focus on, is the transformation. That is what is going to get them actually buying. So what I did to make this big shift was just started talking about the transformation of, I help people to do this. Yes, one-to-one coaching is the way that I do that, and that's always coming second when I'm talking about it. But I was just telling people on the transformation of, I can help you to do this and get this result. Do you want to work with me to help you get that result? Not, do you want to join one-to-one coaching? I have 3 one-to-one coaching spaces available, only this many spaces left, etc. No one cares about that. So really just double down on the transformation, on what you actually help people achieve, and only share about that. The second thing that I did was actually created ways to identify leads. And this can be such a game changer in business, because a lot of the times we have no idea who our leads are until we actually intentionally create ways to find out who these people are. A lot of that decision-making process is invisible to us. We don't know when someone is thinking about signing up for our program. We don't know when they have been stalking the sales page, when they have been reading all the posts and, starting to look at their finances to see how they could afford that, which payment plan they want to do. We could have no idea that someone is even thinking about working with us until we actually find a way to identify them as a lead. And this is where it's so helpful to actually create those things where people can just put their hand up and just say, hey, I'm a potential client, essentially, so you know who these people are, and then you can also just more intentionally engage with these people. These can be things like freebies, free masterclasses, essentially just something which your ideal client would sign up for. If you are, promising a certain transformation with your one-to-one program, for example, and then you're talking about, okay, I have this free masterclass, which is going to help you get the first steps of that. Of course, your ideal client's going to sign up for that. If they know they want that transformation, if they're already thinking about, yeah, I do want support in that area of my life, if you offer a free masterclass, of course they're going to sign up. So it really helps you to see who actually is a potential client for you, who are your leads right now. So I went wild with this month. I created several freebies. I did free masterclass as well. I did polls. I was doing different ways to find out who my leads actually were, so I could focus my engagement time firstly on those people and actually spend time engaging, building relationships with those people. And also just give them really great ways to get a pitch from me, essentially, of going through a free masterclass, seeing my expertise and hearing the pitch at the end, and then potentially signing up to work with me. So it just moves the process along so much quicker as well when you know who the leads are and you just give them opportunities and steps for where they're at right now. And the third thing, final thing I did to make this shift, these were literally the only 3 things I did, the only 3 changes I made, was actually shouting from the rooftops about my offer, about what I help people with. I stopped feeling like I was selling too much because I mentioned it one time this week. And I went full out. I spoke about my offer, spoke about how I can help people every single day. And this is such a big shift, but it's one that really needs to happen to get people consistently signing up with you and to have those really big months is talking about your offer over and over again. You are not talking about it too much. You are not taking up too much space. It's literally your account. People can leave if they want to. They can unfollow. They don't need to click to watch those stories, but really treating it as an actual business and actually selling every single day, talking about your offer every single day, showing up every single day, not feeling like posting 5 times a week is too much and people are going to get annoyed, actually shouting from the rooftops about what you can actually help people with was such a game changer for me as well. So those are the 3 things which I did to actually 7 times my income in just 30 days and get me from low income months to really high income months really, really fast in my business. So implement these 3 things. Let me know how they go, of course, and make sure you hit this like button if you enjoyed this video, if you found this helpful, and make sure you subscribe so you do not miss any of my other videos because I talk all the time about different ways you can make more sales and get more results in your business. And on that note, I will see you tomorrow for our next daily video.